Danny, why do you suppose it is that Kentucky has always been the heartland of American whiskey making?
Well, you know, there's an interesting thing. Kentucky has some things going for it that in combination you don't find in any other state. The first being corn.
Yeah.
You know, one of the rules of bourbon is you have to be at least 51% corn. All the distilleries in the state of Kentucky can buy their corn within a 30 to 40 mile radius of their plant. So that's huge. Another reason is, you know, we age all of our whiskey in white oak barrels, which is another rule. All the white oak that we use and other distilleries use can be found in Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri.
Yeah, so, within about a 100-mile radius.
So, you know, it's just logistics. Next is a very important rule, and that has to do with our source water. Yeah. The source water in the state of Kentucky, the majority of it is naturally iron-free, and that's because it's limestone fed. So the limestone can actually act like a filter to remove the iron. And the reason why you don't want the iron in your water is because when it gets into your whiskey, it can actually leave a metallic bite. Just kind of lingers. That's not what you want. You want a nice, clean, crisp finish. So not having that iron in there is a big deal. And then the last rule just strictly has to do with climate. Just as important as the water. And in Kentucky, we have the greatest temperature differences than any other state when it comes to summer and winter. Summertime can get up to 105 degrees. Wintertime, not unusual to get below 10.
And what effect does that have on the whiskey?
Well, what it actually does is, you know, when that barrel's sitting at the top of the warehouse specifically, you get up to 130, 140 degrees up there. You can build a lot of pressure inside that barrel, which causes it to expand. Then as the temperature goes down, that barrel can start to contract a little bit. So what happens is you can actually force a little bit of maturation. You force the alcohol into the wood, and then you pull it back out. It basically gives you a much faster maturation than you find in any other state.